What's going on? My name is Daniel Rains. I run a board game community and events brand called Gaming Caravan based in Central Florida, and I'm going to tell you how to make friends in board gaming. Now, this works in all areas of life, but I can vouch specifically for all areas of nerdiness. I grew up a pastor's missionary's kid, so I popped up at different places all over the country, namely Kansas and Florida, and kept on moving schools. So I had to make friends left and right, and I've used my skills to help other people make friends and relationships in my board game communities, and I'm trying to tell you how to do it wherever you're at. This definitely works with board games. I've seen it happen time and time again. I've helped people do this time and time again, and I'm going to tell you my special tricks. Before you say anything, just know I am a huge introvert. People who don't know me say, oh yeah, that guy doesn't want to talk to people. People who think they know me are like, oh, you're a massive extrovert. That's impossible. And the very few people who significantly know me are baffled when people think I'm an extrovert, because I love my squads. I love my groups of 5. My favorite birthday party was basically when I was just hanging out with 5 friends in like a pool. I love people, but it's very nerve-wracking, very hard it wasn't very hard for me to actually make new friends, get that started, and now it's become something I'm consistent with and something I've been excelling in, which is why I have a whole job based around this. Gaming Caravan, making communities, making friendships is literally my full-time job. It's been fantastic, but I am still a major introvert, and I'm telling you the steps I use to get my friends and the ones I've used to meet people. So definitely don't think that this is something you can't do. This is something anyone can do, but you just have to do it. Now, overall, the whole thing can be condensed into just show up and involve yourself. That's it. Do those 2 things and you're good. If you don't need any more help, feel free to shut off the videos. But if you need more content, feel free to keep watching. First of all, half the battle is just to show up. Find out where there is a board game event happening in your area. Easiest way to do that is to go on Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook account, definitely make one. It's nice to get involved. You won't need it once you know people for the most part, but it's great to get involved with your local community. Check out Meetup. Meetup is a free thing for people to find out different groups in the area for different interests. If you just type in board gaming into Google or board game conventions, no matter what it is, show up. Make the sacrifice. Take some time off work. Spend a little bit of money. Make an afternoon free. Get out of your house. That is the number one thing you have to do, which is why it's step number 1. You have to find a place and just show up. Once you do that, you're done with half the battle. Next is step 2. Play almost anything. You have to be ready to just leave your games at home. Maybe bring 1 or 2 that are like light, not too difficult if you like that, and just show up and play almost anything. Find an open table. Find out who's trying to get something played, who needs an extra player. A lot of people do the same thing where they show up, they bring a game, they set it up, and they have no one to play with. And then they sit there for hours on end, and then they just pack up and go home. That's how they spend their nights. But you can be their friend at least. Show up, play almost anything, and then just sit at a table and be like, I'm ready to play. What's your name? My name's blank. And that's how you initiate a relationship. Step number 3 is stay in your comfort zone for games. If you are not comfortable playing anything heavier than like Bonanza, don't join a Scythe game. If you don't like playing like campaign games, don't join Clank Legacy if that's not something you're going to commit to fully. You want to do something that you're capable of, something that you're willing to do. In that case, if you specifically like heavy games, maybe play some lighter games with people. I know, don't go crazy. Maybe play some lighter games with people, right? If you only like playing heavy worker placement games like Feast for Odin, maybe if you see a group playing Villainous, just hang in there. Maybe you won't like the game, but have the experience. Don't be a Debbie Downer and just interact with people. Step 4 is what I call the smallest of talks. The reason why is because I know some people are scared of talking during board games. I do that a lot whenever the comfortability is there, whenever the game's appropriate, which is why it's actually better to play lighter games in these situations. You don't have to, but the heavier the game, the smaller the talk. If you're playing like Bonanza, on an off turn when someone's not really negotiating, just real quick say, oh, hey, what do you do for work, by the way? And then that will open them up and you learn a lot about a person from what they do for work. Even if you just say, oh, really? They will continue talking. Oh, I am an engineer, as 90% of them will say for some reason. Oh, really? Yeah. I work for Clemens, and they just keep talking about it. It's cool. You don't have to engage too much further, but they're going to say, what do you do for work? And now they're engaged with you. They're interested in what you're going to do for your work. You're going to talk about yourself for a little bit. If they want to ask more, they can ask more later. And they're going to say, future on, instead of just Bob, they'll say, Bob? Oh, Bob the teacher, or Bob the builder. I don't know. But regardless, having that little seed in their brain of not just who you are, but also what you are. Really helps them make a deeper connection in just a few words. Number 5 is the last step, and it's could be the hardest one for some people, but it's the most vulnerable one, where it's be honest and ask. The reason why I say be honest and ask is because you have to be honest with yourself, with what you're doing there. You have to be ready to be answering questions, nothing crazy. Not gonna ask for your social security number, but you have to be ready for them to say, oh, so what are you doing here? Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? The small things that you have to be ready to, reply. Don't be weird. Don't be unsure of what you are, who you are. You know what you are. Just answer the question. So be honest and ask. Asking is basically asking the questions that you want asked to yourself. It's that easy, because half the time, even if it's just out of decency, they're going to ask you. So for instance, if you want people to be your friend, you're showing up there for people to be your friends, all you have to do is say, what brings you here? And they'll be like, oh, well, I came with a friend. Maybe like I found this on Facebook. And be like, oh, okay. Like, what about you? And even if they don't, you can just reply with, oh, cool. I came because I've been trying to get some more board gaming friends, and I thought this would be a good place to do so. And then you talk, and you just keep on interacting a little bit. That's how you do the smallest of talks. And it's that simple. That's the whole recipe. One of the most important things, and be honest and ask, is asking for their information, contact information of some kind at the end of a game. Just like, hey, I'd love to do this again. So single out maybe one person, just like, hey, this was great. What are you guys playing next? And just try to hang out with them. When it's going to end, just say, hey, I'd love to do this again sometime. What's the best way to reach you? And they might say Instagram or Facebook or phone number. And if you have it, then say that works. And if you don't, just say, well, how about your phone number, whenever. And that's a great way of just getting your foot in the door. Then you just got to, follow up and just maintain a relationship. You now have a friend in board gaming. I will tell you how to get a board game group going in another video. But for now, this is just a great few steps you can take to significantly improve your loneliness. I know it helped me in a million different times. I did it in video games, crypto, different states, different schools, different periods of time, different jobs. It works in everything. You just have to be shameless. You have to be humble, and you have to be involved. That's what it comes down to. The formula, other than just show up and involve yourself, is show up, play almost anything, stay in your game comfort zone, smallest of talks, and be honest and ask. In those 5 steps, you'll have begun to make long-lasting relationships, even if they don't last forever. If you make a couple friends, if you get used to this, and you have a lot easier to muscle. The more you involve yourself in relationships, the easier it is to make relationships, and the easier to get more involved. Get their number, and maybe just say, hey, a week later, a couple days later, hey, that was great. Thanks for playing with me. Do you know of anything coming up soon? Do you know of A, B, and C happening? And they'll tell you. No one's safeguarding information to board game events because they don't want you there. That's not people that have invited me to things. I can invite them to other things they may not know about. And they're super grateful for it, which builds a bond, and you hang out a little bit more. And that way you're not there by yourself every time. Now you know this one person, which might become these 2 people, which might become this group, and now you have a gaming group, and it just gets better and better and better from there. If you have any questions, and just drop them in the comments below. If it works for you, if you try it out, let me know how it goes. I'll be sharing this wherever I can. I only made this video because so many people have said that this is such a need in their life. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to do it. I've seen it on Reddit. I've seen it on Facebook. I've had people ask me in real life, and it actually made me kind of sad to think that I have not made a video about this. I just thought it was too niche of a concept, but even if it only helps one of you, it was worth it. I don't care how long it takes. The fact that I can help someone make some friends is a great thing, because loneliness is the biggest concern of mine. I know so many people who couldn't make it because they just stayed lonely and stayed alone. That's the worst thing you could be. Isolation's not meant for anyone. I don't care who you are. We're meant to live in community 100%. I don't care if you're Christian. I don't care if you're non-Christian. I don't care if whatever you are. We're not made to live in isolation. No man is an island. So definitely get connected. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you need help. I hope to see you guys at one of my tables soon. If you're in Central Florida, definitely reach out to me. I'd love to hang out with you. I've actually had some friends from this, my comment section. So definitely don't be afraid to hit me up, send me an email, drop in my Facebook groups in the description of this video. And I hope to see you guys soon. If you want to see more advice like this and more board game videos, make sure to subscribe. If you like this video that helped you a little bit, make sure to like it. And if you want to have any questions answered, drop a comment. But for now, peace, have a great day. God bless. And I hope to see you on table soon.